for the most part, it's women that are creating a lot of this space and having this comfort level.
Mm,
And so when I heard you speak and approach your relationship with ritual and ceremony, not only did it inspire me and give me a lot of comfort, it also was
mm,
showing that, this is something that men need too. And it might not
mhm,
be as accessible or seemingly accessible for a lot of men
mhm,
because of that armor that you spoke about all
mhm,
those years ago. So have you noticed that in this space, or what is your perception of gender in the
mm.
quest for ritual and ceremony?
Yeah, that's good. I love playing with that, Megan. Um, I think the starting place that I would offer today uh, is it's just like a belief here, and so I'm just going to say it. I think men are lovely, and men want to feel some lovely. Now I know that's a lot of Tennyson right there, but I'm also, speaking to so many of the men that I've come into contact with. There's a lot of men that just don't know, or maybe haven't been given invitation or permission or lots of things to open up some of those sides. I'm going to come back to the wholeness narrative again. There's a lot in any of us. And the way that men are enculturated in North America, or maybe more broadly than that, often it tends to restrict some of those softer sides. So I just want to even start with a belief. Men are lovely. I do a podcast also, Megan, I think, as you know, and one of my guests recently was a man that I know here in Salt Lake City, and we are talking about practicing peace, and we share a lot of work that we do and things like that. And one of the things, this is Corey Thorell, that he said as I was talking with him, was to love gigantically. And I find, like, what a beautiful invitation that is. That for any of us that hold restrictions, or, we're trying to fit in, or we're trying to not be weird in a culture, and some of that is through the masculine, boy, the invitation to call out something that I think that already exists, a desire to love gigantically as the example. um, I think men need to hear those things, and they need to hear them from men also, not exclusively from men. But boy, there is something about, the field that can be created when men, and maybe it's more broader as the masculine too, Megan, but I'll stay with men. When men are able to talk with one another and feel invited to even dwell just for a moment in things that are typically described as feminine qualities, beautiful, our beauty, softness, tenderness, authenticity, vulnerability. I find I find men are hungry for that too.